answered why bearded dragons make good pets. Bearded dragons make good pets because they are curious, trusting reptiles that enjoy the company of humans. They are active during the day, easy to own, require little maintenance, and according to Bearded Dragon Life, many captive raised bearded dragons can live 10 to 15 years or more with proper care. I myself own a bearded dragon and have spent many hours doing research on them. Today, I'm going to talk about how to care for a bearded dragon, including lighting, temperature, food, and habitat. Let's start with lighting. Lighting is very important for a bearded dragon and requires two types. The first type is this UVA basking bulb. A bearded dragon needs this basking bulb because it produces heat, which a bearded dragon cannot, and it's important in digestion. This one is a 75-watt bulb that I got at Petco, and it was $5.99 and lasts for 6 months. The second type of light is called a UVB bulb, and this one, UVB bulb. And it's important because without this bulb, a bearded dragon cannot synthesize calcium and vitamin D, which could lead to metabolic bone disease. This one is a 10.0 UVB. I got it at Petco, and it cost $20 and lasts a year. Both of these lights need to remain on 14 hours out of the day, 10 hours off. Now that we've talked about lighting, I'm going to move on to temperature. Temperature is a very important factor, considering bearded dragons need heat to digest their food. The basking spot in the tank should remain from 95 to 110 degrees. There should also be a cool spot in your tank, which remains 80 to 85 degrees. At nighttime, temperatures can fall to the low 60s and still be safe. You have now learned a little bit about lighting and temperature, and next I'm going to talk about food. A bearded dragon needs a balanced diet of insects, vegetables, and fruit. A younger dragon will mostly eat small insects, but I'm not even talking about that yet. Small insects, vegetables, and fruits as they grow. A balanced diet consists of 80% insects and 20% fruits and vegetables. There are many types of insects, including flies, mosquitoes, cockroaches, crickets, earthworms, waxworms, and silkworms. Bearded dragons also enjoy many vegetables like collard greens, mustard greens, turnip greens, all varieties of squash, watermelon, bananas, strawberries, grapes, and peaches. Although bearded dragons enjoy many insects and fruits and vegetables, there are 6 things that you should never feed a bearded dragon because they are toxic to them in some way. Those 6 things are fireflies, iceberg lettuce, avocados, rhubarb, beet tops, and spinach. Now that you know what you can and cannot feed your bearded dragon, I'm going to move on to its habitat. When preparing a habitat, you need a few different things to keep in mind. The first thing that you're going to need is a tank. My bearded dragon is small, so he's only got a 10 to 15 gallon tank, which is fine for a younger bearded dragon. For an older bearded dragon, you're going to need a 50 to 55 gallon tank because they get 18 to 24 inches long. The second thing that you're going to need is substrate. I use carpet as substrate, but you can use other things like newspaper, paper towels, something easy to clean. And for an adult bearded dragon, for substrate, you can use sand, coconut fibers, bark, to make a more realistic looking habitat. The third thing you're going to need is a branch or branches. I just have this one branch, and his light sits over here, so it's about 6 inches from him. which keeps him nice and warm. The fourth thing that you're going to need is a hiding spot, and I use a half log as a hiding spot, which works just fine for him. The last thing you're going to need for your tank are a water dish and a food dish. The water dish is a little bit big, so I put some rocks in there, make sure he doesn't drown. And this is his food dish with his little salad. You have learned today about how to take care of a bearded dragon, including lighting, temperature, food, and habitat. Now you might consider bringing a bearded dragon home as a pet for you, just like I did.
See you guys!